This is a production produced by the Conservatory, but we like to do a small campus event. As you notice the task board out front, we have cast members from all walks of the university as well as our crew and orchestra, so we feel like it's a small campus event. And also we're sort of embracing the community tonight. We're lucky enough to have the Columbus Scottish Highland Band and bagpipers with us tonight, so we feel that we're a part of the larger community. I'd like to make a special welcome this evening to all the alumni who are here for the homecoming festivities, and we're proud to be a part of the homecoming festivities for Castle. Two requests, well actually one request and one announcement. Please no flash pictures during the production. It's a little bit distracting for the actors, so if you should refrain from that, that would be helpful. And also in your program, it's not mentioned, but there'll be a 15-minute intermission between the first and the second act. Again, thank you for coming to Brigadoon, and we hope you enjoy. great.
Well, that should be on the left.
It is. Now where are we?
Well, what's in the middle?
Nothing.
And that's where we are.
In nothing?
Yes, and for a pro with my potentiality, this is an ideal location. We'll find our way out when the sun comes up.
A fine couple of game hunters we are. We come all the way over here from New York, and our first night out, we get lost.
Well, maybe we took the high road instead of the low road. Would you like a drink?
No, thank you.
Good. At least more for me.
Didn't you tell me you were going to lay down and stuff?
Well, yeah, I did, but I'm a terrible liar. Oh, besides, it doesn't pay. I remember this one time. I was going with a wonderful girl, and she used to plead and plead with me to give it up. So one day I did. We discovered we had nothing more to talk about, so we broke up.
You know, there's something about this forest that gives me the feeling of being in a cathedral.
Well, if we were, I didn't know where the exit was.
You don't believe in anything, do you?
Well, sure I do.
Really? Like what?
Anything that's real to me. You know, anything I can see, hear, touch, taste, and swallow.
It makes everything very easy, doesn't it?
Or comfortable is the word.
I envy you, Jeff.
Why?
You seem to be very, very satisfied.
Oh, I am, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Well, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard. You've got a fine job, you're engaged to a fine girl, and you're lost in a fine forest. What more do you want?
I don't know, but something seems to be wrong, especially about James. And that makes everything seem wrong. Look how I postpone getting married. I just can't get myself to that altar.
Well, I don't know what could be wrong about it. She's young, attractive, been smacking your niche in life. On the top of that, she loves you. And just the proper amount, too.
What's the proper amount?
Well, enough to make you happy and not enough to embarrass your friends.
It seems ideal, doesn't it? I don't really see it. I must be lacking somewhere.
Now, don't start talking yourself into an inferiority complex. You don't deserve it.
What do you mean?
Well, most of my friends that have inferiority complexes are right. They're not as good as everybody else. Oh, and someone like you, who's tall and successful.
Brigadoon. really remind you. He has asked me to hang it in Town Square, where y'all can see it and be reminded.
Aye.
This is the second day of our lesson, and this is to remind you of the obligations we have so gratefully accepted.
Aye.
And so I shall hang it to the square, as I told Mr. Lundy I would.
Your father likes to take silently, doesn't he, Fiona?
Aye, especially after everything's been done. Whichever way you want to think that would be.
I think so, Miss Fiona.
Hello, Harry.
Oh, Jean,
How are you today?
how do you expect me to be? This is your wedding day, isn't it?
Oh, Harry, I'm so sorry.
Well, then the fee. If anybody's going to pity me, let it be me trapped forever without you in this peasant village.
What did Agnes say, Harry?
I forgot.
Hello, Harry.
Hello. Is your system fair for Charles Darkness to Edward, Jean? He's got everything. School in Edinburgh, and now the heat. And I has nothing.
Harry, here, take this to the house and see if there's a waistcoat down there.
Nothing but to be willing to all me like.
And why did he have to pay attention to my canvas? You know she had to get it for you.
Hi, Father.
Oh, Fiona, I feel so sorry. I know, darling. Mr. B, you do not hate me for not letting Harry do it?
No, Miss Jean, 'tis not your fault. Sometimes I think the only woman I could love Harry and understood him was his mother. God rest his soul.
Come, Jean, you're going to stay with your father today. And Fiona will be here to buy us some tea for the wedding supper.
I will come.
I'm awful thirsty, man. I saw we've been walking all night.
I'll have to see your money first.
Hey, what'd you give him? A hunk of uranium? Just a shilling. What a gloomy layout this is.
It's very interesting, sir, but it does me no good.
What do you mean it does you no good? Sell me something and it will.
I'm sorry, I cannot sell you anything. But if you're thirsty, I'll give you some milk.
No thanks, I don't want any favors.
I see from the coin here from England.
No, from America.
You're American?
I am. He's from Georgia. Hold on, boy. Grab our elbow.
No, wait, please. We can be to Oxford State. We're just a wee bit taken back. People do not come here very often.
Well, I can understand why. The way people stare at us, it's as if we just stepped in from another world. Does that amuse you?
I very much. Right.
Obviously the daughter of two first cousins.
I must be tired and hungry. Wouldn't you like something to eat? Perhaps a place to lie down. Why do you stop that?
That would be very nice of you. Thank you.
Good. Oh, my name is Fiona Clark.
Tommy Owens. And this is Jeff Douglas.
I'm Meg Rotten.
Glad you're happy about it.
There's a little tavern on the next street where you can get some food. I'll take you to it.
Go along, Jeff. I'll be along in a minute. I want to phone the inventory.
Excuse me, sir, but is Miss Meg going to take care of you?
I think so. Why?
Because I have some grand prizes over here. And after you leave the tavern, if Miss Meg should happen to take you someplace to rest for a bit, and you should happen to rest your arm on a thistle, I'd be more than pleased to replace them for you.
Well, thanks, old man, but I don't expect to get stuck.
You didn't know it, laddie, but you're stuck now.
You tend to get upset, Mr. Beaton.
What a place. Say, is there a phone around here?
Phone?
Yes, a phone.
I didn't think we had.
No phone.
No, sir.
Tell me, what's so strange about this place?
Nothing. You're the one who's strange.
Charlie, have a ground planet with me for good luck.
Well, Mary tried to his head.
Oh, right.
Good morning, darling.
Charlie, this is Tommy Albright. He just happened to live in Ireland.
What? Oh, why, of course. Welcome to you, sir.
Welcome to you.
Here's your planet.
Thank you, Angus.
And how about you, Jeff? Some planet?
Oh, thank you.
I think I'll bring this one down to Mr. Forsythe. I just hope he knows how grateful I am to him for postponing marriage. So what? And may God bless me this evening as much as I would bless him if I were he and he were Charles Darwin.
What did you say about postponing America?
Oh, tis a toast we have here.
Make a note of this. I'll explain it to you.
Say, that's wonderful. May I have it?
That was Winchester. From now on, it's for sale at home.
I'm quite glad. And for the subject, how about me and you can have some more?
Fine.
He's an odd lad, isn't he, Charlie?
I won't be here that long.
'Tis a pity.
Charlie, what are you going to do all day?
Rest, dearie, rest.
He's a nice kid.
I hear that.
It's wonderfully refreshing to see a fellow so enthusiastic about getting married.
Is it so unusual?
I think it is. Look at me. Next month I'm facing the minister. I'm not bubbling over like a Charlie.
You're getting married?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Oh, what?
I'm very surprised. I thought you didn't look like this sort of lad who wants to settle down.
I didn't say that. I just said I was getting married.
If you feel that way, why not?
Because the girl wants to.
Is that reasonable?
Sure. I don't know how it is in the Highlands, but in my neighborhood, if you've been going with a woman for a while, and she decides she wants to get married, you better agree right away and save yourself a lot of trouble.
Why?
Because if you don't, she'll either torment you so much you'll marry her for relief, or she'll be so sweet about it, she'll make you feel guilty. Your conscience will make you guilty.
It doesn't sound like you love her very much.
It doesn't.
And it also sounds like a very peculiar land you come from.
Well, believe me, lass, this isn't the usual hamlet off the highway either. Tell me, what was that business about Charlie and the man who postponed the mirror?
Oh, that. I'm sorry. I cannot say.
But you said you'd tell me later.
I know, but I cannot say.
Listen, that's fine. I get a feeling if I stick around this place long enough, I'm going to find out that everybody in it is slightly nutty. Is that possible?
I cannot say.
Why not?
I didn't know what that means.
It means slightly insane.
Well, then I can assure you we're all far from insane. We're a most pleasant group of people, and I never realized how fortunate we are until I knew someone from the outside. I mean, a stranger to Brigadoon. I didn't know anything about you, but from the little you said, I'm quite certain that everything you did, I think differently about. And I'm also quite certain that what I think is much more, well, pleasant. Now, I'm sorry I said all that, but you ain't gonna believe what you call us insane.
Hey, you don't like me very much, do you?
Well, that's the odd part. I like you very much. You still never take anything you say.
Fiona, if I stuck around here this evening, would you take me to the wedding?
What do you suddenly want to go?
I cannot say.
Well, I'll take you. And I'll be highly pleased you'll be there.
You will? Why?
Because of what I just told you. I like you very much.
That's right. You didn't say that, did you?
Now, I'll show you some things where you can lie down and rest.
What are you going to do?
Gather some heaven for the wedding.
Where do you do that?
On the hill where the heaven is.
Well, may I go with you?
Oh, no. I do it much faster alone.
Maybe I'm the one who's slightly nutty.
Oh It almost sounded like I was making love to you, didn't it?
There's a difference between making love, just being sentimental because you're tired.
Is that what I mean? Sentimental because I'm tired.
I believe so. It's very agreeable. It's so great.
Thank you very much. You've been more than kind. If you really went to round out your generosity, buzz off.
You're wrong. Your head's so bad.
You should see me when I'm well rested. I'm almost robust.
I just hate to leave me.
Well, you're better. When I sleep, I make all kinds of odd noises.
Who told you? Do you have a wife?
Oh, no. But I was engaged once.
first wife. Come in.
Here, Mr. McLaren, I brought your waistcoat.
Thank you, lad. 'Tis good to see you. Wait a minute, lad.
What for?
Why did you take me hand? I'm not your enemy.
You may not mean to be, but you are. And so is everyone else in this town.
Why must you go about hating everyone so, lad?
I couldn't get through the state even marry someone else if I did that. What can I do? What can anybody do but hate when you realize your life didn't mean a damn? I can't leave here. I can't go to the university and make something of myself. I gotta have dreams. So there's nothing left to do but hate everything and everybody in this cursed town.
You'll never find any peace but hating, lad. It only shuts you off from the rest of the world. To you, this is a cursed place, but to the rest of us, 'tis a blessed place.
Well, you can keep it.
Well, all done. Who was that? My waistcoat came. Oh. Jeannie!
Charlie, please go away. I'm looking around.
Don't listen to her, lad. You'll only spoil her. Jeannie!
day did you... What happened to you? Thistles? What? Oh, never mind. It's a professional secret. Why don't we ready before we leave? Oh, and another thing. Forget all that rubbish about Scottish frugality. Her generosity is overpowering. How do you feel? Surprisingly well. How about you?
I never felt better in my whole life.
You too?
Came the sun, came the power, for I just want to know it happy home in half an hour. Came the air, came the drive, for I want to glow and alive. What a day this has been, what a rare cruise I've been. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a slight thought like this on the whole human race, and it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like the bell that is ringing for me, and the way that I feel when that bell starts to ring, I could swear I was falling, I could swear I was falling. It's more like being in love. When you walked up to
Almost like being
almost like being in love. Like a bell that is ringing for me, I would swear I was falling. It's right, Carla. Darling. When do we head back? There's no hurry. Why don't we stay for the wedding? After all, how often do you go? What's the matter? Oh, nothing. I must be a little touched. Listen to this. Elizabeth Lane, married to Andrew McLaren, July 2nd, 1721. What's so amazing about that? People used to get married then. Wait a minute. Children. Fiona, born October 10th, 1723. Jane, born April 8th, 1730. Well, but Fiona is 24. She's got a sister 6 years younger named Jean. I repeat, well, those are the two sisters in the Bible. Ridiculous. They're probably just named after them. Jean's getting married today. Did you know that? Yeah. Do you know the name of the guy she's marrying? Well, they told me down at the tavern. Someone named Dowling. Well, get this. Mary, Jean McLaren, 1748. Now you say.
Congratulations.
Wait a minute. No Brigadoon on the map. No phones in the whole town. Thanks to Mr. Dumbfellow for doing something about postponing a miracle. 3 or 4 other things I read up when I was doing it this afternoon.
That hyperthyroid I was with never heard of pagan king.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm beginning to feel like a fool.
I don't know what you're getting so worked up about. If it makes him happy to disregard 200 years of human Big Bang, let him.
But I've just spent the most wonderful day of my life. And then I run into something like this. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It does to me. It just means that batty people relax you.
She's not bad. She can't. Fiona! There's got to be a logical explanation for this. Even logical enough for you.
You don't have to explain anything to me. I don't care.
Fiona!
What, Tom?
Come here.
What is it, Tom?
Is this your name here in this Bible?
Wait. Oh,
Someone seems to have loused up your books.
What is it? What does it all mean? Is there any explanation or isn't there?
there it is. But I cannot tell you.
Was there anybody who can? I'd like to know.
You must speak with the doorman.
Who?
Our schoolmaster, Mr. Lumley.
Well, where does he live?
Oh, down the road in a tree.
He does not live in the tree, Mr. Douglas. Mr. Lumley is a great man. All right, Tommy, I'll take you to him. But I had not wanted to. Because I was hoping we could have a stay together.
What does that have to do with anything?
It is going to be so hard for me to believe it to hear. I think there's something wrong with us, and yet I know it.
Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Come on.
Is this informal or should I wear my three-corner hat?
Come on, I said.
Good day, Mr. Lumley.
Why, hello, Fiona. What a pleasant surprise.
Mr. Lumley, I'd like you to meet Mr. Tommy Albright and Mr. Jeff Douglas.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How do you do, sir?
Good afternoon.
Where do you gentlemen come from?
We're from New York.
We're from New York.
Yes, New York.
I hear you.
Mr. Lumley, I was wondering if you'd be good enough to tell me, gentlemen, about Brigadoon. We've heard that it's in a great deal, and we're very perplexed indeed.
Perplexed is right.
I would very much like him. I mean them to.
I would very much like him. I mean them to know.
I see.
We need to be seated, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Are you staying, Fiona?
If I may, sir, I'd love to hear about it.
Of course.
From what I understand, Mr. Lundy, nobody can talk about this miracle but you. Is that correct?
No, that's wrong. Mr. Forsythe could have told you.
Of course. I've heard about him, but I don't believe I met him.
Likely not. I think he's dead.
Well, that would stand in the way, I suppose.
Let's be warned you before I begin. That what I'm about to tell you, you wouldn't believe.
That's all right. I've already been warned. But why won't I believe it?
Because what happened in Brigadoon was a miracle. And most folks didn't believe in miracles. Miracles require faith. And faith seems to be as dead as,
Mr. Forsythe?
I Now, if an outsider chanced to come to Brigadoon were to hear the tales from the lips of someone in town, he'd think the lad or lass were daft. That would lead to many unpleasant and humiliating things for the poor lass or laddie. Now, wouldn't it?
Well, I suppose so.
I suppose so. So only I can talk about the miracle to strangers.
And you don't suppose anybody would think that you're crazy, do you?
He might very well, but it wouldn't hurt me. I'd just pity him. Now this miracle happened. Let's see, what's today?
Friday?
Friday. That means it happened exactly 200 years ago. 200 years ago, the Highlands of Scotland were plagued with witches, wicked sorcerers who had taken the Scottish folk away from the teachings of God and put the devil in their souls. They were indeed horrible, destructive creatures. I didn't suppose you had such women in your world.
Witches?
Oh, we still have them. We just pronounce it differently.
Now, it didn't matter they were not real sorcerers, because ye and I know there is no such thing. But their influence was very real indeed. Now, here in Brigadoon, we had an old minister of the kirk, named Mr. Forsyth. A good man he was.
The kindest man in Scotland.
I believe he was. No man ever loved his parish as did Mr. Forsyth. But he was grown old, and it grieved him to think that one day soon he would have to leave all those so dear to him. But most of all, he worried about the witches. They hadn't visited Brigadoon yet, but he knew there was a band of them coming our way. So he began to wonder, there wasn't something he could do to protect the folk of his parish, not only from them, but from all the evil that might come to Brigadoon from the outside world after he died.
But a kind man.
He spent many days walking through the glen, thinking, and if he had passed his house any hour of the night, would have seen the candles in it, and Mr. Forsyth sitting in his chair thinking. Then one day, he came to me and told me he had decided to ask God for a miracle.
His papa doesn't realize the correct thing to that.
He consulted with me about it because he knew I have a highly logical mind, and he figured as long as he was going to ask for a miracle, it might as well be a well-organized miracle. So for many days, I walked with him through the glen, and for many nights I sat with him by candlelight. Finally, he decided what he was going to pray for, and on an early Wednesday morning, right after midnight, he went out to a hill beyond Brigadoon and made his prayer to God. There in the hush of the sleeping world, he asked God that night to make Brigadoon and all the people in it vanish into the Highland mist. Vanish, but not for always. It would all return just as it was for one day 300 years. The people would go on leading their customary lives, but each morning when they awakened would be 100 years later. And the next day when we awoke, it was 100 years later. My God! You see, in this way, they figured there would be no change in the lives of the people. They just wouldn't be in any century long enough to be touched by it.
And so, every day we wake up, it's 100 years later. So every day is 100 years.
What happened to the ministers?
We never saw him again. You see, he realized that to ask for such a miracle, some sacrifice would have to be made, and he wanted to be the one to make it. And what would be the greatest sacrifice he could offer? It was to be separated afore his time from the ones he loved. That's why he went out to a hill beyond Brigadoon, where the miracle granted. He would never see Brigadoon again.
And all this happened 200 years ago?
Aye, which you see, Dad, is only 2 days ago to us. He had intended to ask for the miracle on Tuesday, but Charlie Dowland was in school in Edinburgh, and and not expected that till Tuesday night. Mr. Forsyth not wanted anything to go wrong with the wedding. Postponed praying until Charlie got back.
What would that say?
Now, Mr. Lumby, I'm not saying I believe in this, but say somebody comes to Brigadoon and lives here and gets fed up, wants to leave. Then what?
He cannot leave.
You mean I've got to stay here now?
No, lad. But according to Mr. Forsyth's contract with God, if anyone from Brigadoon leaves, the enchantment is broken for all. That night, when the people go to sleep, Brigadoon will disappear forever.
Mr. Lumby, tell me something. Say somebody comes to Brigadoon, just for argument's sake, somebody like me, but comes to Brigadoon and wants to stay. Then what?
Ah, lad, you could. Mr. Forsyth provided for that.
He didn't miss a trick, did he?
No, lad. A stranger can stay if he loves someone here. And not just Brigadoon, mind ye, but someone in Brigadoon, and not want to give up everything and stay with that one person. Which is how it should be. Because after all, lad, if he loves someone deeply, anything is possible.
I think I like that part the best.
Should you be thinking about changing footwear?
I have. Tommy, will I see you later?
Yes, I'll be there.
Thank you, Tommy.
I think I want to stick around this place and see if it evaporates like you said.
I must hurry now. Thank you, Mr. Lumley.
She's a dear lass.
I'm finding that out. Tell me something, Mr. Lundy. You're all perfectly happy living here in this little town.
Of course, lad. After all, sunshine can peek through a very small hole.
But at night, when you go to sleep, what's it like?
Well, for me, it is like being carried on shadowy arms to some far-off town. And there I float till morning. And yet, sometimes I think I hear strange voices. They say no words I can remember, but their voices filled with a fearful longing. And often they seem to be calling me back. I've pondered it when I'm awake. And I think I have a feeling I'm here in the outside world. There must be a lot of people whose life is Brigadoon. Oh, 'tis the wedding time. we know 'tis a blessing. When there is no minister present, it is perfectly proper, according to the laws of Scotland, for two people to be wed by sincere mutual consent. There be nothing in writing. All that's necessary is the promise of love, as long as ye both are on earth. Go ahead, lad.
I will love thee till I die, and make all effort to be a good husband to you.
And so much will I try to be a fine and loving wife.
Well, kiss him, lad. Mr. Forsyth, I know, wouldn't like to be here. But as long as you'll both be good and true to each other, then ye cannot help but live in the grace of God. And Mr. Forsyth could have asked no more than that.
Are we married yet, Mr. Lundy?
Are we married yet, Mr. Forsyth? Aye, lad, ye're married.
shame for it. But Archie,
Come, everyone, back to the glen for some food and ale. The alarm is over.
Angus, have you seen Tommy?
You met him, Norris? I did not think he came back with us.
Oh, dear.
Come, Fiona.
Fiona!
Tommy, I thought you might have gone.
I didn't go. I couldn't.
And you're all right?
Of course I'm all right.
I'd have died if anything had happened to me. I love you so.
But how can you be so sure? Just after one day.
I didn't know. She's just when I last was killed. She knows it right away.
I wish my feelings could be that clear to me.
Why?
Because I have the peculiar sensation that I'm carrying my own secret being told.
You mean you think you're in love with me?
Think. What good does thinking do? If I thought about it, it would make no more sense than the miracle. What I feel is something different.
What do you feel, Tommy?
This is hard to say, but as I wondered on me, I felt for just a fleeting moment that I suddenly was free from being lonely. Then I closed my eyes and swore. Well, that's for me. Where do I go? Where do I get a passport to disappear?
I think we better stand still.
I saw I back.
Just for the record, what are you talking about?
I'm staying.
You're pulling my body leg, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I've never felt more than anything, or anything than I feel about her in this place.
My dear boy, that's because it is just one day. Don't you realize that you stay here it's for always?
I know.
And do you realize how long always is around here? One hell of a long time.
I know.
Absolutely positive. There'll never come a day when your friends, your family, the life you belong to, how can you know that now?
Because. And here's where you're going to think I'm crazy. Because I believe in her. What's more, I believe in this place.
You do not. This Highland voodoo town makes no more sense to you than it does to me. Now, how can you believe it when you don't even understand it? When we leave here in a few weeks or even a few days, you'll forget all about it. You won't feel a thing. That's the way a dream is.
What do you mean? What do you mean dreaming?
That's what this is, a dream. Well, even now you're not really moved, you just think you are.
How do you mean?
Because I do. Did you, see that funeral here a minute ago?
Yes. What?
I'm responsible for it.
What do you mean?
Harry Beacon killed him.
You did what?
I killed him! Accidentally, of course, but nevertheless, I killed him. All in the forest tonight, I suddenly see him jump out at me from behind a bush while I'm not even thinking what I was doing. I stepped my foot out and down he went. I heard his head hit a rock. Very nasty stuff.
God, Jeff, I'm sorry.
What in the world for?
You must feel half dead inside.
On the contrary, I don't feel a thing.
Surely don't feel like you do.
Nothing except like going home.
But why don't you?
Because this is a dream. A good one for you and a bad one.
Just stop. Give me a minute, will you?
See, I confused you have.
Yes.
If you really believe as much as you think you do, I couldn't do that. I'll wait for you outside the town.
Tom, what did you mean by that?
Fiona tells me you want to stay back.
Tommy, what is it?
It's no good. I've made it. And it isn't because I don't love her. I think I do. I don't trust my own feelings, I guess.
You mean you're not sure you can accept everything?
That's about it, I guess.
You better hurry, Fiona. There's not much time left. Don't feel ashamed of yourself, Tommy. It is often the hardest thing in the world to get everything, even though it is usually the only way to get everything.
Do you understand?
So how can we
about time for Miss Ashton to call. Who? Jane Ashton, Mr. Albright's fiancée. Don't tell me yet, however. All right, I won't. What about it? Well, just about every day this time, she either calls or comes in or both, Mr. Albright. Well, she does, From what I can gather, she can't find you. Oh, thanks for warning me, Frank. I'll drink up and get out of here. Don't you like Miss Ashton, sir? Oh, very much, but not when she's out stalking Mr. Albright. I'll tell you, Frank. Scratch the surface of any woman, and she'll enjoy it. Now, where is Mr. Albright? I don't know where he is, Frank. He quit his job about a month ago, picked up his parcels, and vanished. Just like Brigadoon. Oh, that was the name of my kid's brother who ran away. Hello. Hello, Mr. Albright. Tommy! It's my good friend, Tommy! Hello, Jim. How have you been, Tommy? Where have you been all night? Up on a farm in New Hampshire. A farm? Messing around in all that dirty dirt and everything. What were you doing there? Enjoying myself. Hello, Frank. Scotch and soda. Well, if that's what you like, why don't you buy one when you get married? Because I don't know if I want to get married. Oh, why? Because, my dear Tank, I'm in love with someone else. And I cannot get over it. The trouble is, because I can't be with her, I can't be with anyone. That's why I run away. You see, when I'm with people and they're talking to me, they might say a quick little word that opens the door to a memory. And I don't hear a word they're saying. I'm suddenly 1,000 miles away from them. Then they might ask me a question and I'll slowly drift back into the conversation and I don't even know what they're talking about. You must be fascinating company. Well, when I'm alone, it's much easier. Hello, Jane. Hello, Jane.
When did you get back?
Hello, Jeff. A little while. How are you, Jane?
I'm sad about you.
Fine, Jeff. How are you?
I don't even look at you.
Well, I've had a little cold, but other than that.
You do look wonderful.
So do you. Oh, I hate to eat your own. I think I'll go somewhere and have a drink. I'll see you, Jeff.
Oh, hello.
Goodbye. What am I bill, Frank? Well, your bill, sir, is awfully high. And so am I.
Tommy, why did you like me?
Nothing to say on this. Drink?
Old-fashioned. Then why did you fire me when you were coming in? After all, darling, I did think you would that you'd been into town to call me, or come to me, or not.
Maybe.
Well, you should consider it.
Consider what?
Canoe from 60 miles out in the north.
Oh, no, I don't want to do it.
I didn't think so. Then I told Mr. Jackson.
Who?
Herbert Jackson.
Oh. Who's he?
I just told you. He's the real estate man I've been working with. I told him to call me.
I can hardly wait.
Please do. I'm trying so hard to arrange everything. Do you still want Jeff to stay up here?
Yes, if he can. What?
Oh, nothing. Just that he's so impossible these days. Everybody's bored to death with him.
Well, I'm not interested in everybody. Especially the everybody we know.
Well, you've simply been anti
not your fault. You've been wonderfully kind to me, but something happened a few months ago. I can't explain. But somehow I don't fit here anymore.
Well, I think you're going clean out of your mind. But I refuse to stand here in this bar and argue with you. Let's go home and finish discussing this there.
Go home, go home, go home, goodbye, Jean. Go home, go home. I go home, goodbye, Jean. Go home, go home, go home, goodbye, Jean. Go home, go home.
See what else is left of you? You're breathing now. You think that motor is all right when you're not alone. Not being in love in vain. Not being in love at all.
You understood? You were right. You've never faded. These memories all I will share. Still I will hope in one but just a It's unbelievable. Awful and unbelievable.
What is awful and unbelievable?
To think that somewhere out between the mist and the stars, there's somebody I want so terribly. And yet I can't have her. She's not dead. She's only asleep. And yet I'll never see her.
Did you come all the way over here to tell me that? Told me that in New York on the phone for a quarter.
No, I couldn't. And I'll tell you why. Because she became so real to me that I had to come back and see for myself that this place really didn't exist.
Well, it didn't happen that way for me. So much of a dream now. I have to work hard to convince myself it happened at all.
You see, there's the difference between us.
Oh, tell me about it.
I found out that sometimes what you believe becomes more real to you than you can explain away or understand. God, why do you have to lose things to find out what